So then when so did you finish out that school year?
Halfway through, we moved to San Diego. And I
Okay.
went to high school down here.
And then you went down. Now,
So I
when you were
transferred.
down there, did you start getting interested in martial arts when you were getting picked on?
I was doing karate.
Karate.
Now, I did wrestling for 1 year when I was 8 years old. My dad made me do it, and I didn't like it at the time, but I'm really glad he made me do it
Yeah.
because that helped me a lot in fights. Really
It's
a lot.
it's a weird thing with kids. Like, you know that it's good that he made you do it, but if he made you do it even more,
I might
maybe you
just-
would just have hated
High school,
it.
I'd be like, I'm not going to
Yeah.
do wrestling. High school, I wanted to wrestle, so it's good.
So then we got to San Diego, and you also played football.
Yes.
Were you better at football or were you better at wrestling?
Wrestling. I was a good tackler. I was one of the top 1 or 2 best tacklers, not the fastest guy. Not faster than average, but
Yeah.
really, my body's not made for sprinting. It's made for grabbing people.
Did you start? You are a mutant. Did you start? What grade was it that you wrestled in for 1 year? Was that like 6th grade or something? You said you were 8 years old?
Third grade.
Okay, so
So
third grade.
9 years old maybe.
So now your freshman year in high school is the first year that you actually started wrestling.
Freshman, I skipped 10th grade because I wanted to focus on weights and football. Mistake, but it's okay. And then 11th and 12th grade I wrestled, and I was varsity 11 and 12. And I was
So
regional.
you did that well without that much experience.
I don't know why, but for me...
Well, I do know why, because you just joked about being like, a mutant grappler, but you actually literally have, like, you were designed to grapple. I'm serious, man. So yeah. So and that's proof right there. Is that you wrestled once when you were 8 years old, and then you wrestled in freshman year, and then there's kids that wrestle their whole lives in there that you're wrestling against.
Yes.
And how did you do?
I was, South Bay regional champion. I took 3rd in county. I wasn't that good until 1920. For some reason, the submission arts, sambo and jiu-jitsu. There was guys who would beat me in high school.
Wait, you said 1920?
1920.
19 or 20.
Oh, okay, got it.
Around that time, I got athletic and coordinated. I was kind of clumsy when I was 17. So there's kids that beat me. One guy beat me, almost tech faulted me, which means almost got 15-2 on me or whatever.
Yeah.
He was from a local high school. And I faced him in a tournament after high school, and I pinned him in 30 seconds. So I don't know why I just took off.
So you were
for
like a
some reason.
late bloomer. And also you have this natural gift that you hadn't started to hone yet. And once you started to hone it, it just started to make sense.
It was
in
the
your brain.
submission that got me really interested. And just the
Okay,
rules,
so
and
where'd
I don't know
that
why
come
that
from?
made sense.
It
I don't
was
know.
Sambo, right?
I don't know.
Sambo was your introduction
was
to
before
submission.
I did jiu-jitsu, yes. Sambo is, for those who don't know, it's a Russian grappling style. I would roughly compare it maybe in the middle of judo and jiu-jitsu because they stress a little more wrestling than judo and a little more submissions. It's in the middle, let's say.
Yeah.
So I
I'd
was
say
doing that first.
it's sort of like in the middle of wrestling, judo, and jiu-jitsu. Like you got to put all three of them together.
It's like a collage.
Because you wear a jacket,
shorts,
but you wear
and
shorts
shoes.
and shoes.
Yeah.
Which is literally a combination of everything.
You can go for footlocks, whereas in judo you can't go for footlocks. You can go for a single leg, double leg, where in judo you can't do that. So, yeah.
Where'd you hear about Sambo?
My off-season coach named Jerry Matsumoto down at my high school, Hilltop High School in Chula Vista here in San Diego. And in off-season he was teaching this thing called Sambo. This is right before UFC 1. Mm-hmm. So, and what's that stuff with the jacket? What's this? And they said, oh, this is a submission. What is a submission? I was like 17. Oh, you can get your arm broken. I'm like, and I told myself, and this is one of the several things Jocko and myself share, we have in common. I told myself at age 17, even though I was uncoordinated, I said, that's scary. And now I have to do it. I got to do it now. If I don't do it now, I'll feel ashamed of myself. So I did it. For some reason, guys that could beat me in Greco or freestyle, I could submit them. I don't know why. I have no idea why, but it was making sense for me.